I don't want to talk. But you already started it. Ah, fuck. I can't get out of this, can I? Now? So what do you want? What do you want to talk about? How are you feeling? Like shit. I feel like shit. I feel terrible right now. Why? Because of everything. I feel like shit about my life. I feel like shit physically. I'm pissed off at fucking Hashem. Fuck you, Hashem. I feel like shit emotionally. My feelings feel like shit. You don't feel bad talking like that? No, I'm trying to be honest. You know? It's like it's silly to bullshit myself. And Hashem, like you too. Like I don't feel right bullshitting you. I feel like shit. I feel like you're treating me like shit. I feel like this isn't fucking fair. I'm so fucking annoyed at everything. Want cigarettes? Yeah, I think I want alcohol. I want some rum. You know what else I'd like? You know what I'd really love? The fucking money. That would be nice. That would be fucking awesome. I would love to go to the store and buy some cigarettes. God, I would love it if I had a fucking pop pen. I feel dizzy. My head hurts. I mean, this is the last day of it. I'm not... I mean, if you look up, there's the quarter moon right there. I mean, technically it's not till tomorrow afternoon. But... So I know it's not... This is one of those things that happens every month. So. Do I complain like this constantly? Do I constantly complain like this? I feel like I don't. Like I'm almost positive that this is just like this is a monthly thing. You know, I left. My initial intention was to come out here to like lose my shit, but I don't feel like I need to anymore. I don't really care if I have cigarettes. I want a pack of cigarettes. I miss it. Didn't you just have a pack of cigarettes last week? Yeah, I know I had a pack of cigarettes last week, but that pack of cigarettes I had last week was the first pack of cigarettes I had since May. Was that almost 3 months? tired of this fucking house. Oh my god. I can't fucking stand living with my family anymore. Holy shit. Why? What do they do? Nothing. That's the thing. It's their house, their life. It's like I can't even get the fuck out of my goddamn room some days because I don't want to be around them. Like I feel like shit. I want to feel like shit by myself. I don't feel like fucking being around people. I don't feel like fucking listening to people. Some days I want to turn these fucking headphones off. You know what I mean? Like there are days where it's like, all right, come on. Listen to 6 fucking books this week. Do you know how many fucking books that is? How many hours? How many hours I put in? These fucking assholes. This book I'm listening to now is the shortest book that I've listened to all week. The Magical Household, Spirituals and Rituals. I did the numbers last night. I listened to... Before the book, I ran the numbers last night. Before I started this book, I just started this book 15 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago. The book that I just finished prior to starting this one, I'm officially at 56 hours. 56 hours. That's in 1 week. That's what is that? It's about, I average 8 hours per day. That's a fucking work week. A work week listening to audiobooks. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because it's not that I didn't take anything away from it. It's just, it was actually pretty awesome. I haven't done that in a while. Plus I finished like 2 or 3 books of Plato. It's actually pretty badass. I mean, especially considering when most people don't do shit with their lives. I mean, I love not having a regular job. I love working for myself. I love working for God. Because he insists that I only do what he needs me to do. And everything he needs me to do is all the shit I love doing. I love listening to books. It's the best. Now, I said 56 hours, right? But divide that in half. Because I listen to them at 2x playback. So it's a little bit of time compression. So every hour is compressed into a half hour, which doesn't detract from it. I mean, it's still 56 hours. It's just 56 hours of audio played back 1 octave higher than what it would be played at if it was played at regular speed. So that counts. 56 hours and 26 hours and 28 hours. Ain't fucking bad. This is gonna be book number, I think this is book number 7. For the most part, they're witchcraft books. But the nice thing about witchcraft, though, listening to witchcraft books and being a Jew, is that it's been giving me ideas. Hashem's been giving me ideas on how to observe the pagan aspect of it in a monotheistic way. And at the same time, it's been helping me deal with some anxieties as well. Because when you think about it, like I came into Judaism as a witch after spending a few years studying witchcraft and magic. But then once I started studying Torah, it helped me bring all of it into perspective. I don't know, like most Jews probably would argue that you shouldn't be fucking with witchcraft, but just stay in your own lane there. That's what I would say to that. Just don't stay in your lane. Hashem gives me permissions that he doesn't give everybody else, apparently. So, fuck you. Plus, it's good to learn things that... It's good to learn. See what it's like, other people's perspectives. Because it's not that pagans or Jews or Christians, it's not about who's right or wrong. Everybody's on the same page. It's just that I don't like what you say, you don't like what I say. He doesn't like what they say. She doesn't like what he says. Fuck off. If what I was doing was wrong, he wouldn't allow me to do it. He wouldn't insist on me doing it. I mean, it's been nice to take a little bit of a break from music. Especially considering that Spotify has been... I can't stand free Spotify. I can't. Those fucking ads. God. I don't know who writes the ads for Spotify, but well, I don't think Spotify writes the ads. It's the companies that provide the copy to Spotify. Spotify, it's like these commercials, these ads, they're written for like people that are half retarded. I feel insulted when I listen to those commercials. Because I listen and go, who the fuck are you talking to like that? Especially that Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I may never buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch again because of the commercials that come on Spotify. They're so insulting. And that woman's voice, I don't know what it is about her voice, the woman reading the copy, I just can't stand it. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, just enunciating, the way she enunciates the words. Ow. And then out of nowhere, Cinnadust, and someone blows an air horn. There's an air horn sound, and some fucking jabron with this obnoxious Cinnadust. The fuck? And the commercials geared towards the parents. That's what I don't understand. Like, why? What kind of fucking idiot parent is listening to this going, oh my god, I gotta get that? With your teen's busy lifestyle. What the fuck is a teen doing? What do you mean that busy lifestyle of a teen? What the fuck does that mean? You know what teens are doing? They're having sex, they're doing drugs, they're cutting school, They're not doing anything useful. They're not doing anything that constitutes being busy. They ain't working. And if they're working a shitty fucking job like their parents. Yeah or no? What do teenagers do for work? They'll work at McDonald's. There's adults that work at McDonald's. The supermarket. Go work at the supermarket. Yeah, same thing. Teenagers go work at the same shitty jobs that parents work at. You get started early working at a fucking shitty scrub job. God, I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood because I don't have any money. I'm in a bad mood because I don't know when the fuck, if I ever will have money again. I want to punch something. I want to punch God. That's what I want to do. I want to punch you. I want to punch you. Because I know ultimately it comes down to you. Like, you're the one. You're the one doing it. You withhold the stuff. Like, literally, you're withholding from me. You're withholding money from me. You're withholding means for me to get the fuck out of this house, to get the fuck away from these fucking people, to get the fuck away from everything. I can't stand things. I can't stand people. Lemonade stand. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Your money's so bad. Why don't you start a lemonade stand? Yeah. Great idea. Well, I know this. I mean, listen, I know this is gonna pass. It always does. It always passes before it comes back. Like that's like the most annoying thing. I remember over the course of the past 6 years, since I've been doing this. It popped in my head early on, like, we're going through cycles. We're just repeating the same shit over and over again. Everything goes good, it goes good, and then it just fucking bottoms out. And then everything feels like shit again. Like there's no, God, this is driving me nuts. There's no, there's no being happy. And I know, Hashem. You don't even know what the fuck happy is. You can't even enjoy the shit that you have. You don't even know what you want. Because if you knew what you wanted, then you'd probably put a little more effort into it. Fuck you, man. Go fuck yourself. But you're right. If I knew what I wanted, then I'd probably put more effort into making it happen. Even though I don't understand what that means. Perfectly honest. God, I don't want to do this right now. Why? Because I'm in a bad fucking mood. That's why. I'm in a bad mood. I don't feel like fucking talking. I want to go back to bed. I want to lie under my blanket. I definitely don't want to listen to this fucking book. This is pissing me off. I'm actually getting sick and tired of listening to fucking witchcraft books. These motherfuckers are all saying the same shit over and over and over and over. But you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad thing. Why? Because it reminds me of back when I was a student of astrology, a younger student of astrology. And my teacher at the time was trying to explain the astrological perspectives of Saturn and Jupiter. But I couldn't make sense. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, what do you? I don't understand. And she couldn't answer the question. I believe I remember asking, like, what? I don't know what that means. Like, what do you mean? Jupiter is like Dumbledore. What the fuck does that mean? Like, shit. Like, what the fuck does that mean that Saturn's a taskmaster? I don't get it. Because it doesn't make any sense. It's like you're talking about a fucking planet. What does that mean? Now, that's when I had the idea. I don't know where this came from. I don't know why I even thought about this. But for some reason, I had this idea come to me. Thank you, Hashem. To watch astrology skeptics and astrology debunk videos on YouTube. And that's what I did for about an hour. I watched an hour's worth. And that was fucking hard as hell. Because these guys, I'm trying to look at it from their perspective. From the skeptic's perspective. And try to understand where their perspective is coming from. And when they would ask questions, or when they would pose questions, I could make sense out of it. And to some degree, I could answer the questions that they were posing. But I couldn't answer them in a way that was satisfactory to the querent. And I realized that because they were setting up these criteria for how the question needed to be answered. Or even they set criteria for how the questions should be answered by setting criteria for how the question shouldn't be answered. In the sense that if you don't answer my questions the way that I want you to answer them, then your answer is invalid. Then your explanation is invalid. And once I started to realize, like, fuck, I can't accommodate. It put me in this mindset where I started to question my own experiences, which was bad, because at that point I had already been 4 years into this. I gave up my entire life to follow this path. And I'm watching these videos of skeptics and debunkers going, I can't challenge this. Like, I don't know, I can't, if I can't satisfy that person's curiosity, like, what the fuck? there's got to be something wrong. I had to have fucked up. Like, this isn't... Fuck, because it's not like they're asking the wrong questions. Although, as time progressed, because we did sit there for an hour doing this, as time progressed, it started to dawn on me, like I watch YouTube videos on 2x playback. So over the course of that hour, I wasn't just watching one video. I watched like 8, 9. But I started to notice, like, these guys keep on asking the same question. And they keep asking the same question in the same way. They're not, and not to mention these quote astrologers that they're talking to, that's not, I don't know, something's off with this guy. Because if this guy really knows what he's talking about, how is he getting stumped by that question? Like, I don't understand. Like, there's so much more he could be explaining. Why is he not going in this direction? Why is he not going in that direction? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm watching... It would be like, say, Christopher Hitchens, right? He's interviewing a supposed astrologer. And I'm watching this going... I don't know, there's just something off about this. Like, is it impossible to think that this guy really isn't an astrologer? Or they'd be interviewing horoscope astrologers. That's horoscope astrologers. I don't know, man. I'm an astrologer. And when I'm listening to a horoscope astrologer, like half-ass an answer, I'm going, this guy's either a bullshit artist or they intentionally grabbed this guy. Or this guy this guy is in on it to make astrology look bad because he's doing a great job at it. Because there did come a point where like I started feeling bad about myself, going, fuck, this guy's been doing it for 20 years. He can't even answer these fucking questions. But like I said, eventually it started to become more and more clear, more prevalent to me that these skeptics and these debunkers, they're running off a script. They're just saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. And then I watched one video, and this was the one that set me off. It was a little bit older. I want to say it was like from the 80s, maybe. And it was like a talk show, but it was a talk show from way back, like maybe the early 90s, maybe late 80s. And what I noticed, so that there was the talk show, they had an astrologer, and what he was trying to do was prove astrology to the audience. But one of the audience members, they called up specific audience members, and one of them was Dr. House. The guy from the show House. I don't know if you ever saw the show House with the doctor with the limp, and he loved popping painkillers like they were fucking chiclets. The actor who played Dr. House was the guy that they called in the crowd, and I'm watching this going, that's Dr. House. The fuck? So Dr. House just happened to, I don't know about all this bullshit. And once we got to Dr. House, I think I watched like another 1 or 2 videos, and it just got to a point where it's like, you know what, these guys don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Because the questions that they're asking, realistically, like I think they're just feigning ignorance. Because they're bringing up, I get it, the zodiac doesn't line up with the stars, but there's a reason for that. The zodiac doesn't line up with the Western zodiac, mind you. The Western zodiac doesn't line up with the stars because it lines up with the solar cycles. They didn't mention that. Like, why didn't anybody say that? But if you're looking for astrology that lines up with the stars, with the actual placement of the stars, then you're looking for sidereal astrology. I didn't hear nobody say anything make a difference in those videos about sidereal astrology or Western astrology. They're two different. Like what? The fuck is this? What is this asshole? This one's on solar cycles. This one's on placement of the stars. Like I don't understand. Like why don't you know all this? Like what did like you couldn't do the little bit of homework to figure this stuff out? And that's what I'm saying. That's just what's happening here? I know. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about now. I don't remember. Oh, I remember. It wasn't a witchcraft. No.
That's the way out, right? Correct?
Huh?
That's out, correct?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. It's
No
been a while.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I took the scenic route, the really scenic route. I must have like, what? It goes in a circle or no?
Kind of. It goes in a circle unless you go in there, then you get all fucked up.
I didn't go up high like on the bike things walking.
Oh, yeah, no. Keep walking that way.
Yeah.
And then...
I think I'll take my bike. Nothing.
Yeah. So then what'll happen is once you get it's going to be a little bit of a walk. So you'll come up to a right-hand turn, keep going straight.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What the fuck am I saying? Oh, the witchcraft books. Yeah, this is what I was saying before. It's like, it's annoying. Like, I don't want to listen to this shit, but... See, like this. Don't forget. Keep your thoughts happy. Get the fuck out of here. It's called toxic positivity. I don't know why everybody's afraid to get pissed off. Pissed off or upset or... So I learned with me and Magic. Me and Magic. I mean, don't be holding that shit in. You gotta let that out, especially the rage. That's why I was hoping to come out here and lose my shit a little bit, but. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why I needed to do this. I know last Sunday on the new moon, when I was doing my monthly review, every week, every time I do every weekly review that I do, new moon, full moon, quarter moons, I do a demon lottery, and I work with a demon from Solomon's Goeta. Last week we started working with the Demon King named Vine. And he put it in my head that I need to get back into witchery and wizardry. The same day was when the 9 days started, which is a Jewish tradition. The 9 days, I don't know, I fucking complained about this the other day, but the 9 days are the last 9 days of the 3 weeks. The 3 weeks is part of a tradition where the Jews mourn the destruction of the first two temples. Mourning is good. I took advantage of this too. This is my first Jewish year. This is my first year following the Jewish calendar. So some of this, like I'm completely new to it, but at the same time, like I do have my background with witchcraft, so I'm not unfamiliar with practices like divination and even channeling, mediumship. So talking to Hashem, that's no problem for me. Very easy. I can receive messages from Hashem, no problem. It's all like very intuitive for me. Especially the entire Jewish way is incredibly intuitive for me. It's like I know it without even knowing it. Right? If you ever saw Dune, I love Dune. Dune is like the perfect example. If you consider the Freemen as Jews and Derek as the Bene Gesserit totality, because it's just like I don't know how to explain it. It's just, to me, from the very beginning that I started studying Torah and studying Talmud, everything was just kind of, I get it. Yeah. Duh. Like even today's the 11th. So on Monday, Tuesday the 13th is the day that I first learned about bitachon. What is bitachon? Bitachon is like, it's a Jew power. It's a magic power that only Jews have, from what I can tell. I've never seen it anywhere else. I don't know what anybody else calls it, if they have any kind of name for it, but it is something that's very unique it's a unique aspect of the Jewish relationship with the Most High. But I remember on the 13th, I found Yael Trush, Jewish Money Matters. And she did I say matters or manners? Did it sound like I said manners? I felt like I feel like it sounded like I said manners. I meant matters. But she does a workshop on bitachon. And last year, on the 13th, I remember I was home alone. I was making something to eat, and I saw that one of her videos popped up on my feed. It was an interview that she did with Rabbi Simon Jacobson on Jewish Money Matters. And I had been following Rabbi Jacobson for a while. As a matter of fact, it was maybe about, it was probably about like 4 or 5 days earlier that Rabbi Jacobson released a video on the sign of Leo, which is something that he had been doing for some months that I had been following along with. He was doing these zodiac sign videos, and I've been waiting for Leo because I'm a Leo. And I remember the day he dropped it, I was so excited. I watched it, and then I was so inspired by it that I opened up the Disney Plus app, and I watched the remake of Lion King, which I was crying like a mother. I was crying like a fucking baby the whole time. But then it was a couple days later, like I was saying, on the 13th, where Yael's interview with Rabbi Jacobson popped up. And I have an affinity for Jewish women in the sense that I'm physically attracted to Jewish women. So, and Yael is a very attractive woman. So when I saw the video with Rabbi Jacobson, it's like bonus. I have a very attractive looking Jewish woman interviewing one of my favorite rabbis. So we hopped on that. It's a great interview. Jewish perspective on money, rabbinical perspective on money. It was fucking amazing. And after the interview was over, I wanted to see what else she had going on. So I went to her channel, I checked out some of her videos, and I found one called Developing Trust with God. Developing Trust with Yael. And something at the time, I didn't call it Hashem. Did I call it God? Did I say God? I knew I had to watch this. Because for the past 4 years leading up to that time, a big part of my journey has been this voice in my head that asks me to do insane shit from my perspective. But it always goes, trust me. And those are always the words it uses too. Trust. Just trust. Trust me. This is going to work out. You have no idea. Just trust me. And that's usually how it goes. Like, what? I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. No. Trust me. Trust. Alright, fuck it. Let's see what happens. And every fucking time, I told you so. Hashem's favorite thing, God's favorite thing to say to me is, I told you so. Told you so. So I'm okay with that. I love that. When God says I told you so, then we know we did something right. Something good happened. Told you so. I'm here right now. Told you so. Yeah, because we're a year later. We're literally 1 year into the future. Last year, the way that my life has gone over the past year up to now, and we haven't even hit the year point. Like I said, it'll be 1 year since I learned the word bitahon on the 13th of August through Yael. And here we are a year later. If I could, I now have that book. So the workshop is based around a book, a 1,000-year-old Hasidic text, The Gate of Trust, Shar HaBitahon. Shar HaBitahon? Now I sleep with that book under my bed. That book is actually saving my life right now. And mind you, her workshop is it's like 16 parts, like 16 hours long. I made it through the whole thing. But it was after the first episode, the first class. I think it had to be within like the first 10 minutes. As a 1 year anniversary, I might rewatch that episode, rewatch that class. That was a good one. Hashem, I like that one. Well, the guy he's talking about a ritual for regrowing your hair. Now, I don't feel like I have a very potent speaking voice. Maybe it's because you're not talking about what you want to talk about. What do I want to talk about, though? Yeah, 45. Right, and tomorrow's my lunar return, my annual lunar return. That's exciting. I like the timing of everything right now. I love the timing of everything right now. So tomorrow at noon. What the hell is this? Tomorrow at noon is my lunar birthday. How you doing? My solar birthday. Next Sunday. It's in 1 week. What am I doing for my birthday? Wow. I don't know. You know, for as long as I can remember, I've been waiting for someone to throw me a surprise party. But I don't, I'm not keeping my fucking hopes up on that. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. I really don't. I kind of wanted to be by myself. I feel myself getting cranky. Why? Because we're bringing up my birthday. Because nobody wants to hang out with me on my birthday. That's why. You know what I want for my birthday? What I want a pack of cigarettes. I need $75 so I can pay my fucking annual fee. My annual report fee. I want to go to the Chinese buffet. That's what I want. Oof. I feel that walk. It's like I feel really worn out. No, I wish it was cancer. I do. I want it to be cancer. Why? Because I want to die. Like, I wish I could kill myself. That would make me really happy. I believe. I don't know for sure if it would. I know that there's a part of me that if you were to ask me, yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could. But I can't. Tried. It just doesn't work. Next time it's a charm. Nah, it just does, like, Hashem won't let me. I have to sit through it. That's like the most pain in the ass part. Because it's like, I have to sit through it. You know what I mean? I never even wanted to be this old. My original life plan was to kill myself 14 years ago. That's some asshole. I was writing a post the other day, and I got into how I was feeling depressed. And some asshole, don't feel depressed. Don't you fucking tell me what to feel. Fucking idiot. Mind your goddamn business. If you don't fucking feel that shit, it doesn't go away. My fucking head. My head is pounding. It's not pounding, it's just like I feel it here. Part of it has to do with the fact that, like, I haven't. God. I have a whole hour left on this. Hey, birthday's around the corner. Thanks, phone. My phone's letting me know it's my birthday soon. That's very nice of you. Appreciate it. People smell. Like perfumes and things. No, I really don't feel like doing this right now. I don't feel like being here. But I think that's why I have to be out here. Otherwise, if I was sitting in that room any longer, I was going to go nuts. I haven't been able to get out of bed. Like, I just haven't had the energy. Yesterday, I couldn't get out of bed. It was just like... It's just... Is that a lady again? How the fuck is this, man? God. Like right there now. I don't have anything to talk about. You actually gonna post this? Yeah, I have to. I feel sick, but I don't feel like. Hashem, is there something like, is there a point to this? Whatever you want it to be. Come on, man. Why do I feel so bad? Because you have an awesome 3 weeks coming. The next 3 weeks are going to be amazing. Can we start walking home now? Almost. You're not going to kill yourself, are you? No. I have nothing to kill myself with. And Hashem wouldn't let me if I could. If I did. But do you want to tell anyone to go fuck themselves? Yeah, you know what I do. As a matter of fact, I do. I want to tell my ex-wife to go fuck herself. I want to tell her parents to go fuck themselves. I want to tell her whole family to go fuck themselves. Their whole friend groups to go fuck themselves. I want to tell my family to go fuck themselves. Go fuck yourselves. All of you, go fuck yourselves. I hate you. Why? Because this fucking lady, dude, I told you don't make a fucking right. She made a fucking right where I told her not to go. You fucking idiot. Just keep on fucking walking, you dumb bitch. Holy shit. This fucking broad, she's driving me fucking nut. I can't stand looking at her fucking goddamn. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. It's a monthly depression that I go through. It's not a depression, it's like a monthly cycle. It's like a fucking period. I had a really magical, mystical, spiritual, transcending last month. A lot of it was incredibly mind-blowing. And as such, as we move into this new month, this is only the first week of the new month. Gotta flush all that bullshit. And flush all the parts that can't believe what happened. So I gotta get. There was a time in my life where a lot of this, most of this, all of this was unbelievable. It was impossible. So those parts of me that can't believe, that don't want to believe, that have a hard time believing, they all gotta go. It's all this depression shit. It's like me mourning. It's like parts of myself mourning themselves because I know it's time to go. What's it? Outdated limiting beliefs? Outdated limiting beliefs? I forgot about that tree. It's all over there. Fucking hell. I feel sick without a fever. You know what I mean? It's just like my body just don't want to be doing nothing right now. Like I said, I appreciate the idea coming down here, but just got a long walk still. Got like another half hour. I don't want to fucking go back to that goddamn house. It's not like we're any closer to a day when I don't have to fucking live there anymore. I don't think I'm ever leaving. I think I'm stuck here forever. That's what this is. I'm stuck here forever. I can't. And the fucked up part is that it's a reward, but I can't see it that way. That's a fucking problem. Because I don't want to. I should be happy. I'm supposed to be happy that all the parts of my old life that were making me miserable, they're all gone. Everything that was holding me back from doing all of the things I always wanted to do, they're all gone. Well, that's an interesting thought. Thank you. I didn't. Okay. Oh no, it's just that Hashem was just saying, all of the things in your old life that were holding you back from doing all of the things that you've always wanted to do have all been removed so that you can do all of the things that you need to do so that you can do the things that you've always wanted to do. Does that make sense? Yep. Thank you, Hashem. I know, but that doesn't make it any easier. Why doesn't it make it any easier? It's only 1 week a month. Ladies do this shit all the time. No, but it's just like, this is the longest week. It's the longest week ever. I can't, like, the week's not even over. I feel like it's been a month since last weekend. Like, every day is just like, taking forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I know it's the ride. It's not the destination, right? Go fuck yourself. I hate that. I hate that saying. It's the journey, not the destination. It's both. Why do you want to rush to the end? I'm not rushing to the end. Young student. Every ending is a new beginning. I'm not rushing to the end, rushing to the beginning. What do you want? What do you want it to look like? What do I want it to look like? Money. Ease. Some degree of ease. Some degree of relief. I'm not saying that I want to pay off all my family's bills and make it so mommy doesn't have to work anymore. No, not at all. I don't want to take... I've seen how much work goes into this. I work on average 105 hours a week. While I have to live with people, some of whom don't work more than 8 hours a week. And they judge me. They judge me like I don't do anything all day. Do you understand what that's fucking like? Do you know? I want to fucking kill these people. Like, I want to, like, destroy them. Just like God says to me, "Told you so." That's what I want to do to them. I want to see, like, I want twice as much money as Elon Musk in my bank account, and then walk up to each and every one of them and go, "I fucking told you so." Joseph. It always comes back to Joseph. Who's Joseph? Joseph, the son of Jacob. Hey, what the fuck is the deal with people who don't read the Bible, by the way? I had this fucking lady bugging me for like a month now. All this shit about the Jewish God. And listen, motherfucker, we don't worship the fucking Anunnaki. If anything, the fucking Anunnaki are fucking... They worship the same God that I do. They serve the same God that I do. Fuck out of here with your dumb shit. So finally, yesterday, I asked her, I'm like, Can you she's telling me how the Bible, the Torah was added and blah, 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 blah. I was told that, I heard this. I don't give a fuck what you heard. I don't give a fuck what you were told. Did you read the book? Did you read the 5 books of Moses? From beginning to end, in order. And this motherfucker, she keeps on, she's avoiding the question. She avoids the question. I think a couple times she might have even tried throwing it like a veiled insult at me. What are you doing? Did you read the books? Yes or no? I threw up in Leviticus. Does that mean that you read it or you didn't read it? Well, how am I supposed to read Genesis when I can't even make sense of why... Where did Adam and Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel? Where I don't understand how they were having kids. They weren't. Cain had kids. Seth had children. On the 5th day, God created the wild beasts. If we look at modern science, science will tell us that Homo sapiens, as we know them today, are the ancestors of both humanoid and Homo sapien-like creatures, right? I think Homo sapien was breeding with Cro-Magnon man, right? One of them wasn't human, officially. So some of those wild beasts that God made on the 5th day, they were two-legged wild beasts, two-legged humanoid wild beasts. Also, Adam and Eve were pretty fucking prehistoric. They weren't much more evolved than fucking cavemen, other than the fact that they ate that goddamn fruit. Fucking jabron. The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible doesn't need to say it. The Bible doesn't need to say it. All you need to do is think a little bit. Or go like this. Hey, God, can you help me fill in the gaps here? Like, where the hell did these other people come from? Oh, they were the two-legged wild beasts. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. Because science even tells us that prehistoric humans were breeding with humanoids. Prehistoric humanoids who no longer exist. So we know that the human ancestor was making babies with non-human entities. Okay. There you go. And yeah, I know I got this snobby attitude now that I read the Bible. Listen, I only just fucking read it last year, but I've read it twice. No, that's not true. I read the books of Moses twice so far. Some people haven't even fucking read it. Any of them. I come from the school. If you never read it, you are in no way qualified to have a conversation with me about it. If you want my opinions on the Bible, if you want private counseling, private lessons on my experience reading the books of Moses, my experience as a Jew, yeah, you can fucking pay for it. Get the fuck out of here. Well, the Torah was given without for no money. That's not true. That's definitely not true. Definitely not true. The sacrifices that those people made to receive Torah, you couldn't put a dollar sign on that. And then, by the way, let's also not forget that everybody had to pay a due. Everybody had to pay half a shekel. So, give me that bullshit that the Torah was given for free. The Torah was not given for free. Yeah, but you know what? That's another thing. Thank you, Hashem. I'm thinking about that right now. Today's Torah study portion, Deuteronomy 325 to 4:4, chapter 4, verse 4. Hey, don't forget the people who didn't make it. The fact that you're here right now is a testament. They didn't make it, so you could. Good point. That's a really good point. Thank you, Hashem. The fact that I am doing the work is a testament to everything that had to be sacrificed for the work, and realistically everybody who sacrificed themselves so that I could do the work. Thank you, Hashem. And I take all those fuck yourselves back. I love you guys. I hope a day comes where I can pay off all your bills and you never have to work again. Why, so I can hold it in your face? Rub it in your face? Oh, yes and no. Of course. Told you so. But I don't even think I'm allowed to do that because of Joseph. You know? Joseph, when he finally was reunited with his brothers, as much as he wanted to fucking make them into slaves and give them back what they gave to him, he didn't. I ain't saying he forgave them. There ain't nowhere in the Bible. The Bible never said that Joseph forgave them. Nothing said that. No. Do not be confused with Joseph. Joseph, nobody ever said that Joseph forgave his brothers. All he said was, I'm not a replacement for God. I'm not going to make you a slave. I'm not a replacement for God. In other words, I'm not the one you should be worrying about. I'm not the one who's going to make you a slave. God's going to make you a slave. My job was just to make your ass grovel, motherfucker. Okay, spice. Is that me? I have a pumpkin spice air freshener. Pumpkin spice spray. Oh my god. Hashem. Oh, I didn't stretch. It's alright. I feel like I got like fucking duck feet just flopping back home. Ugh. Hour 18 minutes? I don't care. I really don't care that this is... I know I'm trying to be enthusiastic. Like, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to kind of like channel up some kind of energy so I can... And I do feel it. It's like, oh my god, Hashem, we're almost fucking done with this day. As soon as this day is done, oh my god. Listen, I know I'm hyping up the first quarter moon, but it's a fucking first quarter moon in Scorpio. That's my lunar birthday moon. Once the first quarter moon hits, we good. Might have a couple rough days next week, maybe. I accept them. Well, I can already... Well, we have that fast. Man. I know, we're almost there. Like literally, Wednesday afternoon, you're good. You're doing fucking amazing. Thank you. Alright, so, what are we doing for the rest of the night? What I'm seeing, Hashem, if you have any objections, these are my thoughts. I want to go back and I want to get back into where we left off with Shar Bitahon. How to deal with loneliness. Actually, I want to get through that whole section. How to get through loneliness, how to get through family and friends, and how to deal with enemies. I want to go through all 3 of those. I wish we could do all those today. I mean, we could do it tomorrow. We got tomorrow too, but I want to bang those out. Then there's chapter 13, prior analytics, which, oh my god, I read it last night. I started working on it a little bit today. What is possible? What is necessary is possible, but what is possible isn't necessarily necessary. But at the same time, what is possible is from what is necessary belongs to nothing impossible. So necessity, impossibility, and possibility. That's like the perfect syllogism right there. Because what is necessary is not impossible. What's impossible is not necessary. Those are the extremes. And then possible, the degree of possibility is the middle. I love syllogism, by the way. I love it. I love syllogism because of the fact that nobody thinks that way. Like, everybody's very black and white. There's no people just get stuck in the extremes. They don't have the middle ground. You know? That's not real. That's not true. That's not true. That's not how it works. Oh yeah, tell me how it works. Did you read it on fucking Wiki? Get the fuck out of here. I ain't got time for that bullshit.
Thank you.
Household purifications. Seeing the Maccabees. I feel like I gotta get back to the Maccabees. Come on. Come on. This fucking guy. Just do it. What else do we have? We got syllogism. The 5 rings. You know what's funny is, like, I'm not feeling as drawn to the 5 rings anymore. I kind of feel like we got everything we needed out of that. I mean, there's a part of me that wants to get back to Euclid's geometry. But I have an idea with what I want to do with it. Hey, Dom. Kind of like, But the idea is to define the points and lines and forms. It's a little easier with pot. It's a little easier with pot because you can think outside the box a little easier, but it's not necessary. It's it's a lot of thinking though. Abstract thinking of abstract thinking. Abstracting on abstract thinking. Wow. This fucking guy. Can't stand that guy. I don't know. I think I'm gonna cut this off now because I need to talk to myself. I need to feel like I don't have this kind of pressure on me.